Today was a day for the books. I was heading to Rottnest Island, which is home to Australia's happiest animal, the quokka. I feel like I took every possible form of transportation today, starting with a train, then a ferry, then a bike. The plan was to rent a bike and travel around the island for the day, and as soon as we pulled up to Rottnest, I knew I was in for a great time. Just me, my child-sized helmet against the world. Let's go. Rottnest Island has 63 beaches and 20 bays, and my first stop was at the Army Jetty. I saw this cute train and then a slightly less cute spider, but he was still kind of cool though. So I was simply just riding around, stumbled upon this guy. Oh god. My next stop was Henrietta Rocks, and this was easily one of my favorite spots. I was mesmerized by the colors in the water and by how the waves looked as they swelled up over the underwater rocks. I then headed to my next destination, Parker Point. It was so beautiful here, and I've actually never seen anything like this before. I then stopped to reapply my sunscreen and find some shade, and I found my first quokka who had the same idea. You enjoying the shade? I then set off again, stopping at Jeannie's Lookout. I had to take a picture here because Jeannie is my mom's name. Love you, Mom. I didn't know that Jeannie's Lookout was a thing, so this was a really fun surprise and a nice reminder of home. I stopped off at Little Salmon Bay for lunch, then continued making my way around the island. It was at this point that apparently I got turned around because I accidentally started heading back to the main jetty area of the island. I was a little upset at first because I wanted to see how far out I could get, but it ended up being a good thing that I turned around because I got to see a bunch more of these guys. Hi, buddy.
Oh, look, he's sitting out there. Oh, okay, now.
OMG, they were so cute. Anyway, after my quokka break, I made my way to what became my absolute favorite part of Rottnest. Okay, so I found just an incredible beach. So the pants are coming off. Well, a section of it is coming off. Let's do this. Unzip. This is precisely why I wore these today. Okay. Secured. Ready for a little walk. I was sad to leave Salmon Bay, but I had more of the island to see. I ended up riding into this little neighborhood area, which made me feel like I was in the Truman Show, and then I saw some weird little bagged plants. I later found out that the bags are used to protect the plants from critters that want to eat them, so I guess that makes it slightly less weird. My next stop was at a place that I think was called the Basin. I was honestly kind of turned around at this point, and I also didn't document where I was that well, so oops. And after a short break there, I went to the Bathurst Lighthouse. I love a lighthouse, and I love a lighthouse and beach combo even more. I went back to the main jetty area and looked at this very large crow. Then I returned my bike and got a little sweet treat. I then caught the ferry back to the mainland and happily accepted a popsicle from the staff. I think this was supposed to help with the seasickness since the waters were a little rough, or maybe they're just being nice, but either way, I appreciated it. I looked at this nice Perth sign on my way back to the hostel, and that was the day done.